Looks like we're on. I don't know if I can actually. Can I share this out to anybody? Yeah, share this out. We're going to share this out on Discord. Reconnecting. I guess we'll just wait for a few minutes for people to get in here. 23, 25. If you showed up, my numbers are still 0. Do me a favor. Click the buttons, to let people know you're here. Not sure if anybody is, but I guess we'll find out when they show up. There's two. Hey, Bradley, good to see you first. There we go. I had a few moments, so I figured I've got 23 minutes on my timer. So I figured I would throw a live out to you guys. Let you know that the world is still spinning. It is Free Stuff Friday. We'll just wait for a few more people to get in here. Hey, if you guys are here, do me a favor, check in. Let me know you're here. That way I can feel better about myself on this Friday morning full of nothing but bad news. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Was actually watching your sharpening video. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. That is a badass little sharpener, man. What's up, Preston? Good to see you, bro. Yeah, I literally, it just was an epiphany. I just came out as like, you know what? I bet you other people would actually really like this sharpener. And the reason is because I've been using it for years. And there were little doodads on it I didn't even know about. So it was kind of interesting that that's what happened. So it is what it is. We're going to wait a little bit longer. I'm not sure why. There we go. Numbers are picking up. If you guys are here, do me a favor. Say something in the chat. Hit that like button. Start bringing people in here. Letting the algorithm know we're alive. It really does work. It's actually, people, there could be 100 people in this room right now just listening and not posting, not thumbs up, not doing anything, just listening. And the algorithm would be like totally flat. It wouldn't even notify the people who signed up to subscribe to the channel to be notified of everything. And it wouldn't even tell them. It would not even tell them. So let's see. What we got, Bradley? Is that alrighty then? A right den? Is that alrighty then? Is that you? Is it you, man? Is that Alan? Let's see here. Brad says I just use a small handle one that gets the job done barely, but I like the one that does fish hooks. Yes, exactly, man. Exactly. I mean, it just there's so many functions and so many features to it. I still got to figure out there's like an opening on one side. You can like pull the one of the diamonds. Actually, you pull both the diamonds. They're just on by magnets. But there's one side that has like these little hubs, and I don't know what it's for. So, I mean, I think I got to watch a few more of the company videos to see what the hell is going on with this thing, because I really hate to think that I've had this awesome tool the whole time, and I'm using the angles, and I'm doing this, and it works, and I'm doing it right. But then come to find out that there was some magical little interface that was on it that I didn't know anything about that could have been simplifying my life as far as keeping my knives sharp. I think the only my Swiss Tech knife, it's not super good for sharpening the Swiss Tech because it's got that curved blade on it. But I just normally just use a 2,000 stone on it, 2,000 or 3,000 stone on it to keep that thing sharp because it's got that curved blade. It's really, and I really do like that Swiss Tech. I really like the sheath that comes with it. I like the way the buckle works on it, where it's got really good placement. But it's just the weight is, the knife is just heavier than I like is all. Like Carl on Sling Blade. Alrighty. Oh. All right. See. They are from Arkansas. I got you. No, there's another guy that's he calls himself Alrighty Then. And his name is Alan. He's from Canada. He's one of our Patreons. And I was like, does he have a new account? What did he do? Did he get in trouble? But nice to meet you, bro. Nice to meet you. Okay, so I guess this is going to be it. Like I said, I only have like 18 minutes left on this stream. But so there Our government is at work again, guys. Man, that sun is really coming through there. Our government is at it again. Anarchy, good to see you, good to see you, bro. And it's like it comes in waves, and they love Fridays, and the one of the reporters from Blaze TV he found out that there were warrants for his arrest yesterday. So yesterday afternoon, he went to the FBI and turned himself in. They've got him on like 5 misdemeanors for just the dumbest things. And it's like, so what's a federal misdemeanor? Well, I mean, federal misdemeanors are really kind of ridiculous because, if you get charged or you get found guilty of a misdemeanor in federal court, well, it's technically a federal crime. It's the same as having a felony, and it goes on your permanent record. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really bad. Being in the military, if you get in trouble on a military base, you go to a federal court. You don't go to the local municipality. You don't go to the county sheriff. You go to a federal district court. So it's a real issue, man. Take your hat off. Let's see what you got. What are you talking about? My full head of hair? Are you talking about my full head of hair, bro? Is that what you're talking about? Take your head off. Suck on it, bro. Suck it hard. Smelling a troll, and I know because I used to be one. All right, what do we got here? Tim, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. But getting back on point, so this guy goes and now from what I understand, they're trying to they're basically trying to hammer this guy. That's why there's 5 misdemeanors, and they think that one of them is going to get turned into a felony. Now, what he has actually done, nobody really knows. All they know is what's been told by the Federal Register, as well as the guy who's in custody right now. They literally took him, and he's already been arraigned. They took him for arraignment in shackles. They shackled him up like he was some crazy ass dude that was going to go wacko on the court. So yeah, there's that's going on. And apparently today and I don't know if it's true, but I think it might be linked. Today at 11 o'clock, the Speaker of the House is going to have a press briefing, and it's going to be about J6, and it's supposed to be pretty crazy as to what what he's going to report to us or tell us about. Now, could this be sensationalism? Yes, it is very, very possible that it's sensationalism. But I don't know how the Speaker of the House holds a press conference at a specified time to talk about something that is very near and dear to most Americans' hearts, and it be, it could be sensationalized. I think what he's going to do is he's going to come out with some facts that have recently been brought up, and that he is going to announce a new, not committee, but hearing or investigation on the situation, because the more they dig, I would love for them to say, hey, by the way, all the transcripts and videos that were not maintained according to the federal law, we found them, and I would love to hear that, because that means that all these people that they brought up in front of the show trial that lasted for 2 weeks, but the producer that they brought in from NBC to produce this entire thing. Yeah. Let's see. That there's no telling what he's going to say, but 11 o'clock today, it'll be, I'll be in front of my computer, and get it on there. I will definitely put it inside the Discord for everybody as soon as I can find it. Sometimes they put these things out and YouTube hides them. But if you guys ever want to find anything out, just go to YouTube and look for the PBS channel. They love to cover everything. PBS channel and the C-SPAN channel. But that's supposed to be happening at 11 o'clock today. And then obviously the press briefing, the White House press briefing will happen sometime today. But it is Friday, so they have a tendency to be like, well, everybody else is going to report on this. We're going to be lazy fucks. Excuse my French, guys, if that popped out in front of one of your children. So yeah, that's all happening today. And as usual, it's like anything else. They don't want you talking about this stuff. They don't want you, changing their narrative. They don't want other people to know about this. It's not like I'm some kind of fancy reporter. I literally just watched the news this morning and read a few articles online. So it's not too difficult to connect the dots on those. And understand that our government is not our friend anymore. It is no longer our friend. Our government, I hate to say this, is not our friend anymore. It used to be like, hey, we do things in secret to protect you, to protect the nation that you don't need to know about. Now they just do shit in secret because, well, they want to, and it's something they don't want you to know about. And when you find out, you're like, what the hell is going on? And it's funny too, because if you reach back into the annals of time, the annals of time, our government used to do secret stuff, and people knew it was secret, and they knew that they knew that the government was working on their behalf. But now, not so much. There was a report that came out this morning that a couple of the crazy ass members of the squad, one Palestinian and the other, I think she's Somali or whatever. Anyway, they've got way too many names attached to their name. You know what I'm saying? They snuck off to Cuba. And there are reports that they've actually met with an ambassador, not the ambassador, but an ambassador to Russia. And they want us to take Cuba off the designated supporters of terrorist list. That's what they want us to do. And why would they want us to do that? Oh, I don't know. So that we could start, because China is knee deep in Cuba, by the way, if you did not know that. Yeah, they're connected at the hip. But Cuba also is still protecting basically enemies of the state for the United States. There was this woman who did, I can't remember exactly what she did. I know that she's wanted for murder, and she disappeared over to Cuba. And this was some years ago. And the Cuban government were like, well, no, she's here now. We're going to protect her. And so all the bad people figured out all this shit. They could go off and do some nefarious crap and then just kind of disappear over to Cuba. And Cuba would be like, yeah, you're the greatest, man. Come on over. So, yeah, that's what they want. And here's the thing. They kept this on the down low. When these members of Congress travel for what we would consider duties, they're required to report, and they're required to get a security brief by the intelligence community on that particular country that they're going to, so that they can stay safe. They're required to do a whole lot of stuff. What's up, Tefel? Good to see you, bro. Twin Arrows, good to see you, bro. They're required to do a whole lot of stuff known as reporting before they go on these trips. None of that happened. They just found a way to Cuba, and nobody knew about it. Members of our Congress, members of our government, people with security clearances and access to information and knowledge that the average citizen does not have. They just snuck off to Cuba to meet with people, to talk about things that no one knew about. And, the funny thing, too, is these are not like, they're pretending like they haven't actually made a public statement yet, but they're pretending, the storyline is we're just building bridges, and, we think this and we think that, and that's why we went. And, And then they'll be like, oh, well, we didn't know we had to do this, and we didn't know we had to do that. And that's because they don't give a shit, guys. Our government, the people in our government, they don't care. Rules for thee, but not for me. And it's on an epic, epic level that is just so out of control. So out of control. I actually feel sorry for these people because at some point, somebody is going to like snap. Someone's going to snap. Now it's not going to be me, but there are people that have these same American emotions, very American feelings, that are not mentally stable, and they're going to snap. And one of these senators, one of these congressmen, one of these officials, okay, is going to find themselves in the wrong place at the wrong time, man. And all I can do is feel sorry for them, right up to the point. I mean, I don't think that anybody should be like, I don't know, damaged because of their views. But these people, they're just out of control. They're just dragging people around, doing whatever the hell they want to do, and without regard to the requirements of their office or the law. I was watching the Tucker Carlson the other day, and he was talking about how he met with his lawyers before he went over to the R country, and well, hell, I already said it, to Russia. And they told him, so when you get back, you could be arrested, if you don't ask certain questions, if you don't act a certain way, you could be arrested. And I'm thinking to myself, how is that even possible in America? How did we get to the point where this is all, I mean, every single thing that we do is connected to politics, because one side or another wants us to think a certain way and act a certain way and be a certain way that is completely un-American. How do we get there? How did this happen? I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me look at the chat real quick here. Let's see here. Tim says, to remove China from the list, would that force the government to expose everything about it? All right, guys. Looks like Hopefully you guys have a great day. Stay safe, everybody, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.